a love offer. I do feel like this is somebody that is particularly taken with attributes that are outside of your physical traits. This is somebody who, because I'm very focused on, to me, apples are like representative of wisdom, or the good stuff is inside, right? This is somebody who might be very attracted to you, but they feel like your character is something that sets you apart from the rest. And so the Page of Cups is an offer, as is the Ace of Pentacles, but it makes it clear this is about a romance, somebody who feels like there's a lot more that the two of you could be able to enjoy together. So I'm back in the sauna, you guys, but guess what I have? All right, let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you are enjoying some fall weather. It's a little bit chilly here, so hopefully I can make it through without my sweatshirt. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. Thank you to the recent folks getting personal readings who've said such kind things after getting the reading. That means a lot to me. Also, a huge thank you to the current members. You can find out how to join in the description box. Hello, Key Controller. Hello, Erkin. Hello, Nina. How we doing? I'm back in the sauna. But I have more cards, you guys. More than last time. I'm kind of tempted to show you. Hold on, let's see. So we got this stack over here. I can't tell what you can see. And that. And we do also have our lovely Great Pyrenees chewing on a bone in the corner. Well, I think he might be taking a little bit of a break from the treat. Oh, I probably should not say that word. Hello, Jordan. How are you doing? Hello, Egyptian Empress. So since this seems to be a love reading, I think it would be pretty apropos to get the Romance Angel Oracle. What else do we have? Oh, also regarding making my own candles and potentially selling them to you all. So I've been making candles for, well, not as long as I probably should have, but all of the ones I'm using right now are the ones that I did not have to buy, which is very nice. But I'm going to try to get a little bit more understanding in terms of cost and everything, because it does seem like there's a decent number of you that would be interested, and then I will let you know. I also might make some soaps. Oh, you don't like that idea? All right, so we've got the Deception card. Maybe that's why Bowie was growling. He could smell the lie. So we have Trust. An interesting pairing to have Deception and Trust. Thank you, Lee. I've got you. Awesome. Yeah, I've already started making some labels, which I'm super nerdy about that stuff, so that makes me excited. Like picking the right permanent marker to write what kind of candle it is. I know I could like print stickers and stuff, but I like the homemade version. So if you buy candles, it's probably going to have my handwritten labels on it. Nothing too fancy. Hello, Famous Seamus. Hello, Fate. How's it going? So we also have the Let Your Friends Help You card. So we could have somebody who's trying to figure out whether or not to trust somebody who is quite enamored, but there may be something that they have been less than honest about. Maybe they were a little bit overly concerned with how you would view them. They may have been hiding something that they felt would maybe make you less interested in them, right? No. I think I've talked about this recently. I'm more like the Forrest Gump wave type. Oh, welcome. I like it, Matt. How's your day going? So we've got filing papers, divorce or separation in the near future. Okay, so this feels to me like we've got someone who's enamored and excited about a new love connection, but they haven't been fully honest about their last breakup or perhaps even the timing of that breakup. There's something that they've been nervous to say. Okay, but a lot of this is tied to the fact that they think you're their soulmate. I want you to see the best version of me. I don't want you to learn too many things about me that would like make you like scared to pursue this. But you're going to find out the truth about this situation, whatever they've been kind of hesitant to share. Hopefully, they're going to tell you, or there's somebody else that's going to tell you. Probably getting intuitive messages about the need for them to tell you versus you finding out, right? The question is, are they paying attention to those intuitive messages? Hey, how's it going, Vanessa? Yeah, that's a fair request, Bat. Hello, Gia. How are you doing? All right, this is the Cats Rule the Earth. Hey again, buddy. How are you? You want to come over here? Probably not. There's like cords and stuff. Can I pet you? Come here. Oh, you're so sweet. I'm sorry, guys, but when a dog requests some pets, you have to comply, right? All right, so we have the Ten of Swords in the reverse, the Five of Wands in the reverse, Queen of Wands, and the Two of Cups. Yeah, this feels to me like somebody who has had an unfortunate breakup, something that kind of shook up their life, but they've also had time for introspection. The issue here is I think they're kind of over analyzing when it makes sense. I love the pumpkin on the head. When it makes sense to tell you what really happened. Maybe it's just like a lot of drama and they don't know how you're going to feel about it. Maybe it's something you've already said you've had to deal with and you don't want to deal with again. We have the Queen of Wands and Two of Cups, which tells me this is somebody who feels like they've been able to manifest the love that they're looking for. So they're handling it with like kids' gloves, right? They don't want anything to go wrong. I can't claim the dog, although I do really love the dog. I've been trying to work up to getting another cat because it kind of broke my heart when I lost Hambone. Did I say hello to Charlie? Hello. Donald, thank you for the tip. I'm going to write down to pull a few cards for you, but you let me know if you would rather I don't. But I think that's been the pattern lately, so happy to do that. All right, so this is just, if I feel like I've finally been able to find the connection I'm looking for, then I want to make sure that when I talk about this difficult breakup, that it comes through in a way where it doesn't cause more problems than create clarity. It's like I want you to feel like you understand what's going on, but maybe I don't want to sound like a whiner, or maybe I don't want to bring up certain subjects. Maybe it's a little bit difficult to talk about. Judgment. Look at this cute little kitty cat. I can't say little though. He's kind of a boss. Look at that. Just like, ooh. Which is kind of perfect. I found a cute little tarot shop today, and they have a store kitty, Simba, who's just a little bit plump. But Judgment, this is somebody who's looking at everything and thinking to themselves, okay, if I care about this person, if I want to be honest with them, and I do, then I need to make sure that I address this at some point, but I don't know when. And it's going to come through as deception if they don't communicate it in a timely fashion. So it's a little bit risky. Like, how do I actually choose the right moment for that, right? I'm going to remove that and challenge you to be more mature in my live chat. Hello, Rachel. How's it going? Lee, I totally believe that because I bet you're actually quite caring. All right. We have the Three of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. So we have an outside party, which I think is a friend, okay? I think this would be somebody who's probably protective of you or possibly protective of this person. But we have protective energy that's saying, this looks a lot like a previous relationship you were in. I think maybe this person's being dishonest with you. So the challenge is on for the King of Cups to be honest about this in a timely manner, because someone's already looking at it and saying, this is a reason why you can't trust this person. Hello, Apur. Thank you for the tip. Let me know if you have a question. Hello, Jeannie. How are you doing? Knight of Cups in the reverse. 10 of Cups in the reverse. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Yeah, this is a friend who is very observant and saying, hey, this is not like the other, or this is not like what they said. There's something wrong. Maybe it's an address. Maybe it's a phone number. Maybe I looked someone up on Facebook. But there's something here that is tied to what the King of Cups knows they need to say. And this friend has been sleuthing and they figured it out. So now we have this like kind of race against time. This King of Cups has to say something soon, or they're probably going to not be able to salvage this relationship or this connection. This is the Pulp Tarot. Does Emma truly love Diva? I got that for you. Apurva. I hope I'm saying that correctly. And I do usually start those personal questions about 30 minutes in. So appreciate your patience on that. I'd like to get through the general reading first. We got if not, will he? Hello, Ryan. How are you doing? Hello, Nat. Hello, Vic. So we have the moon. This is about a secret. I think this is somebody who's being secretive about where they live, or perhaps even who they live with. It could be, I didn't want to tell you that, unfortunately, like, I don't have the financial resources to move out yet, so I'm still living with an ex. That could be it. This could be somebody who doesn't want to be honest about the fact that they're still married, but just separated. Maybe they said they were divorced. This could be somebody who said that they don't still see an ex, but they do. There's something here, and I feel like it's having to do with their breakup, the fallout associated with it, or like a living situation reality that they knew would be a little problematic. So it's like, I'm going to keep this held back just in case. Thank you, Jordan. I hope you're having a good day. I got you. Hello, Never Overloaded. How are you doing? Hello, Carrie. Hello, Siraj. We've got the Page of Cups in the reverse, the Queen of Pentacles, Three of Wands, and wow. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Clarified by the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. This person is about to lose this new connection they have if they don't take action. And it has to do with a friend who has figured something out. This Queen of Pentacles is about to take action. Which could be like, hey, I gotta show you something. And that's not a good way to introduce the secret. It's much better if it comes from, like, directly from the King of Cups, right? Hello, Brandy. I hope you're having a good day as well. Oh, I hope you find that goes well very soon. Hello, Mukti. How are you doing? We've got 9 of Cups and the Devil in the reverse. The thing is, something looks worse than it actually is. So if it's I still live with somebody, it's like their things are there, but they're actually spending all of their time at their new booze place, right? But the things are there. If this is somebody who is still technically divorced, it could be like California style, where it takes 6 months after you finalize things. I just feel like if the King of Cups doesn't say something first, it doesn't have the context or the detail required to make it clear that this isn't somebody who's being intentionally like, I'm hiding things from you so that I can be dishonest and intentionally hurt you, that kind of thing. Ace of Cups. 6 of Cups. For some of you, this is a person who has not been honest about the fact that they have a child. So it's like you've had a significant amount of time that you've spent together, but they never really mentioned that. I'm seeing a little boy for someone. So it's like, okay, well, I guess I have to tell you, so I have a child. But this information is going to come out. If the King of Cups doesn't say something soon, this Queen of Wands that they've been dealing with is not going to be interested in seeing them any further. It's like, come on, sense of urgency is here, or it needs to be. Maybe it's kind of missing right now. This is the Gilded Reverie. Mukti, I do often have personal questions at the end of the general reading, which is usually about 30 minutes in, maybe a little bit longer. Yes, Apur, you're on my list. So if you need to go do something and check back in around 30, 35 minutes, that's when the questions would be done. And I've got Lee, Donald, you, and then Jordan. So we've got the sarcophagus, which is the coffin, right? Clarifying the filing papers. And then we have the papers. I think this is somebody who's like one step away from being like actually separated, divorced, finalized, gone, moved out. Things are done with the ex. And they may not have told you that there was like one little half step left. Ooh. Yeah, this could even be as simple as somebody who finds like, hey, let's go hang out at your place. And then they find jewelry or lingerie or something. And they're like, whose is this? There's just something here that calls into question whether or not the King of Cups is actually being loyal. Remember, the King of Cups does not need to be a man. The Queen of Wands does not need to be a woman. These are energies that I'm reading. But we have somebody who is like a little bit concerned that maybe they have started this new romance with somebody who is still entangled with an ex or still regularly spending time with an ex. So this King of Cups is being like, they're getting messages maybe through their dreams, that it's time to make decisive action towards this new love. If you want to have this relationship go well, you're going to have to start things off with honesty as a core like pillar, right? So they're getting little signs that it's time to make that decision. The question is, are they actually going to follow that intuition? All right. Nah, we're going to go with the situations deck. What else do we have, please? Hello, Hawk. How's it going? Hello, Ryan. Hello, Love Heels. How are you? We have the intervention card and threatened. So because this friend is picking up on some details, maybe on social media or something, they're able to make it pretty clear that there is something that needs to be talked about with this King of Cups. They could put them on the defensive that would potentially make this more combative than it needs to be if the King of Cups were just to say, hey, here's what's going on. So I had this relationship. Things are not really crystal clear right now, where we've had to be a little bit creative with how we handle things. Or if this person needs to tell you about a child, like, sorry, I don't really like to involve anyone in my child's life until I get to know them at a certain point. There's something here about like, ooh, I thought I could wait a little bit longer to tell you, but the reality is my intuition is telling me I need to tell you like soon. So hopefully the King of Cups realizes that in order to make their new person feel loved, they have to make sure they're being honest and open, especially if there's an ex here who is still interested in being with the King of Cups. They need to make very clear who they're interested in and what they're not interested in, right? We're going to go with the Tattoo Tarot. Hello, BZ or B2Z. How are you? Hello, Dana. It is kind of dark. It's like there's no sun outside. I actually do have like the room light on. Is it that bad? I think I can fix it. Hold, please. Boop. Oh, that's bright. Is that any better? Not really. Maybe I am just a vampire secretly, and you guys just have to deal with it. Is that better? I don't know. It's kind of worse for me, but if it's better for you guys. I used to, like, I don't know, college days. There was this house that had, I think it's called like a bungalow, where like the upstairs has kind of dramatic roof lines. So you end up with these closets that are very oddly shaped and obviously follow the roof line. Straight up, the bed was in the closet area that didn't have any windows. Bed just on the floor. And then everything else was out in the room with like the window. Anyways. Is it better now? Oh, that's great, Grant. I'm glad. All right. Well, I hope that's better, Mr. Grant. Oh, no, it works out. Now you guys can see things better. Like, oh, I forgot to show you. Look, I even brought this for you guys, just in case you didn't know where we are. I'm still watching Wicked Wands. It's backwards for you guys, though, so it's kind of less effective than when I use my laptop. Sad face. All right. What else do we have about this King of Cups who needs to be honest? Four of Cups, Two of Cups, Queen of Wands. They're risking losing the Queen of Wands because the Queen of Wands may feel like they've been bamboozled or that it's been just like a whole lie, right? Thank you, Brandy. I've got that written down. And we're probably about 5 minutes away, maybe a little bit longer, from the personal questions. I like it, Grant. So here we've got somebody who's basically saying, I'm going to have to be honest, because if I don't, this person could reject me if they think that I'm still connected to a past person, if I'm not over my ex or still living with my ex, or, you know, have hidden a pretty major attribute or side of myself, right? We have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. There's just something here that is left undone. That Eight of Pentacles would be in the upright if they had finalized whatever this breakup is, right? Do I have to remove someone from my cell phone account? Do I have to actually kick them out of where I'm living? Like, what's going on here? They just need to be honest about it, but they've been avoidant, which opens up for this best friend to come through and be like, guess what I found out about your boo? So we've got the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. It's like, if you don't tell the truth about the progress or the status of this breakup, King of Cups, it's going to look like you haven't done what you said. So it's the specificity that needs to come into play, right? Like, there's this one last step that I still need to do. Don't judge me, or don't think that I'm like, you know, second guessing this decision. But if you leave it murky, then this friend comes through and is like, I heard the divorce isn't finalized, or I heard the ex is still living there. Are you sure that they're actually choosing you? Because it seems like this person's being dishonest. This is the only Lovers card I have where the lovers are depicted as snakes, which sometimes can represent healing and sometimes can represent dishonesty. Seven of Cups in the reverse. So the clarity would help this Queen of Wands to understand where they really measure up for this King of Cups and the actual status of their previous relationship. Because there could be somebody like this ex that they're dealing with could be a little bit petty and want to cause them trouble in their new relationship and be like, yeah, we still hang out. Yeah. We watch The Simpsons together. It's really passionate. They might try to cause some drama, right? They might try to make it sound like it's more problematic than it actually is. So the King of Cups needs to say their piece before it's going to have to be pretty defensive. All right. This is the Gypsy Oracle. I'll pull a few from here, and then we'll start with those personal questions. Gift. Love in the reverse. Okay. So the gift could be a child, right? The gift could be somebody's jewelry hanging out at their place. Somebody's under things. There's something here tying the King of Cups to their previous person. The Queen of Pentacles, the friend, is like, that's questionable. That's sus. What's going on over there? They didn't tell you about that, huh? That's weird. So you think they're still married? This is the wife. So to prevent sorrow, to prevent a heartbreak, especially considering it seems like this is actually not as big of a deal. Maybe someone's still getting mail at an old address. Otherwise, this letter is saying it's time for the King of Cups to be honest and communicate whatever this is, right? Hello, Carla. How are you doing? Thank you, Dana. Let me write that down for you. I got you. I believe it. It sneaks out every once in a while, that Minnesota accent. Especially when I say things like challenge. So we got friend in the reverse. Oh, really? So this friend... Okay, so this could be like the ex who's pretending that there's actually still something going on when there isn't. This could be someone who's trying to break up the Queen of Wands relationship. Got the despair card. Sorry, for whatever reason, that's difficult to say. It's in the reverse, though. Like, just everything seems to be trying to convince this King of Cups to hurry up and say something so that they don't cause issues here. But there's some people that cannot be fully trusted around them. Hello, House Tarot. How are you doing today? I think we're actually just about to dive into personal questions, but feel free to start it from the beginning. All right, so we've got Lee up first. What do we have for Lee, please? Sorry, squeaky chair. Five of Pentacles. Okay. Six of Wands. Justice. Emperor in the reverse. Lovers in the reverse. Somebody who is quite... Well, I'm going to go with overly confident. Somebody who feels like they win more often than not is getting bad news today. This person expected to have everything they wanted, but we have a decision being made that upsets them or makes them feel like they don't have control. I've got the Lovers card, and there's like a lot going on that YouTube doesn't like, but the Lovers is in the reverse. Lovers in the reverse is decision, but it's also interesting because when the Emperor and the Lovers in the reverse are next to each other, we have this... Gosh, how do I show this to you? We have this like mirror effect with the Roman numerals. So I feel like somebody who has been overly confidently that they would win, I think you know who I'm thinking of, they have been trying to say someone else is a problem and listed off these things. And after some thorough investigation, it feels like this Emperor has actually been projecting their own problems onto somebody else. This person's bad with money. Oh, I'm actually bad with money. This person doesn't act right. They don't act right. This is their own accusations coming back on them. So that's interesting. Hey, Flower, how are you doing? Hello, Mystery. How are you? Hello, Jalissa. How's it going? Thank you, Marcus. Oh, I hope it does. I'll be sending you some protective energy. Let me know if you want me to pull any cards on that, okay, Marcus? Yes, exactly. All right, so Lee, I hope that is favorable for you. It does seem like it is someone else who's getting this news. For Donald, what do we have? Four of Wands. So, Donald, this could be a preoccupation or a concern for you or for someone that is very close to you. But I see somebody worrying over a house or a living situation. And with the Five of Cups in the reverse, this is like, you know, no need to freak out. Everything's going to be fine. We have the Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. Someone is being able to like leave in the perfect moment, but they just have to trust their intuition. So again, this could be for you or someone that's very close to you. but we have a change of address or somebody who's able to get into a better living situation. They just need to be paying close attention to their intuition because it's going to guide them when it's the right time. And what do we have for Apuva? Or Apuva? I'm sorry. I probably said your name wrong. Does animal truly love Apuva? Yes. 6 of Swords. There's something about you that calms this person. This person loves you, but they're not sure how things will work out between the two of you. Maybe you have differing beliefs. Maybe you come from different backgrounds. Maybe there's an age gap or just people are judgy about your relationship. But this is somebody who feels like there's an obstacle here. Maybe family members don't approve. King of Cups. King of Cups indicates love, but this is somebody, ooh, I just saw the pumpkin again. Thank you. Thank you, Dorian. I appreciate it. I love that thing. Hello, Ollie. Hello, Maxie. How you doing? Ollie, I'm going to put you in just like a very short timeout because you are repeating your thing over and over again. Please do not spam. I do not like that. Yeah, thank you. Hello, Jaden. How are you doing? So love, yes, but there's someone who gets in the way of the two of you. Could be more than one person, but one person in particular who I think does not approve of the two of you. Ivan, we started with a general reading and then moved into the personal questions. So this was for Apurva. And now we're going to move on to Jordan. Apurva, I wish you luck with that. Jordan has requested a random pull. Let me get some different cards real quick. I don't even want to tell you how many I brought. You guys will think I'm crazy. And you know what? I also just bought a new tarot deck and I haven't taken it out yet. I have a little bit of fun discovering that one as well. No problem, Dorian. Oh, did I say Ivan? Hello, Ivana. Thank you, Jalissa. Let me know if you've got a question. All right, so what do we have for Jordan, please? Four of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. The Fool. Be very careful what you say to others at this time. There's something here that should be kept secret or should just be for you. It could be your business. It could be someone else's business. But this Four of Pentacles, Ace of Swords is for me very clearly saying, zip it. Don't tell someone something. This could be about a new adventure you're about to go on or a new chapter. This is saying it's not the right time or this person cannot be trusted. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Five of Cups. If you tell this person, you would regret it. There would be some sort of frustration and a wish that you could go back and choose to not tell them something. It could even be making an announcement. You don't want to tell a group of people something, but this is encouraging you to keep something to yourself. It looks to me like it's good news, but maybe someone might kind of spoil it, you know? That's funny. All right, so Jordan, I hope you are able to navigate that very well and that you enjoy Halloween. Forget we're so close. Brandy. Brandy's asking, will we have another baby? So one thing I will say is this is one of those questions that borders on health for me. Sometimes it's a little bit uncomfortable, but what I would say is that this is going to give you the most likely outcome. Remember that there are levers that you can pull to alter. So sometimes what I like to ask is, what would be in the way? But let's see what the answer is first. This is saying yes. With the Eight of Wands. Something happens much quicker than you expect. Is this because of some sort of aid? There's something here or someone that helps you. So this could be as simple as, I don't know, like a probiotic? Is that what they do? This could be a shot. This could be a particular routine. But there's something here that you do that maximizes your chances. Something that I feel like you haven't tried yet. And it's like quick. And we have the Emperor and the Ten of Wands. Could be something that the person who would like to be a father changes or does differently. Could be related to nutrition. I see there being something on the masculine side. Could be like smoking cigarettes, for example, because I think that constricts blood vessels. There's something here that the masculine can change diet or habit-wise, and once that changes, then I feel like it's pretty easy, or it happens quickly. So I'm wishing you luck and sending you abundant energy, abundantly abundant energy. Dana, we've got, is Dana the cause of Bond's Tower moment? Hello, Ollie. I had to put you in a little timeout because you were spamming, so I would say at this point, no. I do like to do freebies every once in a while, but I tend to do those for folks that have, respected those rules in the live chat. Oh, did I miss Grindhard? Hello, Grindhard. How are you doing? And I got to write down Flower's question real quick. Hold on, Dana. Expect from X to X. What do they want? Any guidance for 3 days? I got you. Going out to buy cheese. Please tell me what kind of cheese you get. That makes me happy inside. Yeah, no problem, Flower. That's funny. All right, so we've got, is Dana the cause of Bond's Tower moment? No. This is about karma that has been building up, or something that maybe he's been avoiding for a while. This is something that may have been expedited by your company or by you being there, but it was headed his way regardless. There's something here about, it's just kind of written, he needs to be pulled out of his comfort zone. There needs to be disruption because something needs to change. 10 of Cups in the reverse. This is like yanking someone out of bed on a cold morning, you know? Hello, Fred. How are you doing? Hello, Apruva. I did just do your reading. I would rewind probably 6 minutes or so. Hello, Allie. How are you doing? Oh, I'm sorry you're going through that. So Dana, I think you are a positive influence on this. You may have expedited it, but it was headed towards him regardless. Are things safer for Marcus? Yes. Oh, I love that. We have the Three of Cups. There's a more protective energy or understanding. So I think this is positive. Good for you, Marcus. Let's switch to a different tarot deck. Julissa, I don't know if I got an answer as to whether or not... Oh, there it is. Will I win big this weekend? Julissa would like to know, is she going to win big this weekend? I love that for you. This is the Ace of Pentacles. The answer is yes. Queen of Cups. The Lovers in the reverse. Why do I feel like there's some sort of hiccup? A minor obstacle? And then you find out, it's like if I were scratching off a lottery ticket, I missed one of them, thought that I'd lost, and then someone points out like, hey, you missed like the extra or like whatever, the thing on the back, or I don't know. And then there's something else here that gets revealed, and then it's like, oh, wonderful. Ooh, the pumpkin. But yeah, that Ace of Pentacles is a wonderful card to get as an answer for that question. So I'm excited for you, Jalissa. Yeah, no problem. All right, so let's get to Flower's questions. We've got, what can Flower expect from her recent ex? King of Pentacles in the reverse. Four of Cups. Discontent, frustration, boredom, lack of stability, perhaps even some financial issues. Nine of Cups in the reverse, feeling like nothing satisfies, restless. Thinking about how they could have had what they wanted, but they fumbled. What does he want? What does the recent ex want? Hanged Man and the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. To go back in time and change your perspective, to make it less likely you walk away. The Six of Pentacles in the reverse, that could be a reference to unequal treatment, not treating you the way you deserve to be treated, but also a loss. Any guidance for Flower for the next 3 days, please? Justice in the reverse and the Star. There's some grievance or problem here that's getting resolved. We have the Knight of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Seven of Wands in the reverse. This feels to me like someone gets caught for something else, or someone else has like a battle they fight, like they start the lawsuit or something, but it benefits you. There's something here that is getting corrected or fixed, improved. There is better energy around you, and it's like someone you don't even really know is making it better for some reason. So that's nice. It does kind of look like a tomato, I agree. Maybe a little bit too red. Hello, Ronald. How are you doing? So is Flower's son okay? Yes. Page of Pentacles. Pages can be younger energy, by the way, so that could represent the sun's energy there. Ace of Swords in the reverse. There's something here that is frustrating him, though, from an understanding standpoint. I feel like he doesn't know what's going on. He's frustrated over something. Maybe his routine is a little bit off, but he's good. Just a little moody or a little temperamental. All right. I'm going to do a freebie real quick. Thank you, Donald, for the pumpkin, by the way. Carla is asking for a general reading. Let's grab... we'll go with the beginner's tarot. What do we have for Carla, please? What do we have for Carla, please? 10 of Swords in the reverse. The Empress. Six of Wands in the reverse. There's someone here who, I guess it could be you. It could be someone you're dealing with. But this is someone who feels like they have recovered or they're at an advantage. The thing that's showing up in my mind is if I were playing Scrabble with my mom, there have been several times where I thought that I had it in the bag. I'm way ahead. She can't catch up to me. And then sure enough, by the end, she finds some way to win anyways. So pride goeth before the fall, or don't count your chickens before the eggs hatch, all that stuff, right? We've got somebody here who is confident they're going to win or that they're in an advantage, they're in the best spot, but they really aren't. This is somebody who may be not reading the room or not looking at the details. It's like the broad strokes. They get it. They know what's going on, and that's why they feel like they're going to win or they're going to get what they want. But the truth is, there's something here that doesn't go the way that they want, or someone's opinion changes. So this is like, advice for someone to double check, do their best. There's a way to turn things around, but it's like someone has to realize they don't already have this in the bag. Thank you for the tip, Dana. Oh, I just did yours before the last one, Flower, and I hope you found some great cheese. Will Dana have a child with Bob? Yes. But only if he is able to release himself from what holds him back right now. He's in a self-imposed limiting situation. But the star, I have to be careful because there's boobies. They might cause you to lose your innocence. The star is saying yes, and I do feel like the probability is quite high, but he has to get something figured out. Hello, August. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. I'm going to look for one more freebie to do. Allie is asking if my ex is going to regret cheating on me and come back. Which ones do I want for that? I actually think I want this. This is the Love Oracle. What do we have for Allie and the ex who cheated? How's that person feeling? All right. So we've got obsession and memories. So somebody who's thinking back on the times you spent together, but it's bittersweet because they know that they ruined it. They feel like they walked out on something that was good, and now they're feeling hopeless. So let's be more direct then. Do they regret it? Yes. 8 of Crystals or the 8 of Swords kind of looks like being stuck in a jail, that kind of thing, right? Like, I created a problem for myself. But this is somebody who cares a lot about what other people think about them. So I do feel like this would be someone who's trying to look unbothered. Will he come back? 6 of Jars in the reverse. No, there's some challenging, immature behavior that is in the way. If there's a change in this behavior, if there is a maturing and probably some greater sense of accountability, then yes, I see a return. But at this point, we have somebody who's being stubborn or who feels like they've already messed it up, so there's no reason for me to like try to fix it or anything. I think it's actually fear. They think it's hopeless, so they don't want to go through all of the effort for it. But I'm going to do you one more question, okay? Is there somebody else who would treat Allie the way that Allie deserves to be treated? There's a mental block right now, and I think it's coming from you. It could be the fixation on this ex. It could be not wanting to deal with dating at this time. But I see somebody kind of like being held outside of a fence, you know, like you can't come in. So this mindset, it's kind of limiting that ability to manifest or pull in a new soulmate. If you are able to address that, you may find it impacts both situations. So, yeah. All right. I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. I'm glad you did too, Jalissa. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, that you have some warmer weather than I do, and I'll see you on